What's up, everyone? How y'all doing tonight? And in this video, I'm going to be explaining, my favorite Angry Birds game, and why do I like the game so much. Now, Angry Birds, which was originally released back in when did it release? Like in late 2000 in late 2009 for the iOS and like mobile devices, and I have played the original one before. I can't remember when I played it, but I have played like some of the classic ones. Like the original Angry Birds. Angry Birds Seasons. Angry Birds Space. Angry Birds Star Wars. So many good Angry Birds games that I really love. But personally, the ones that I love, or here are my favorite ones, are the first one. My first favorite is Angry Birds Rio because I feel like that's the best one. Then I love and then my second favorite one, my second favorite Angry Birds game is Angry Birds Seasons. My third favorite Angry Birds game in the series is Angry Birds Star. Even though I don't like Star Wars, man, I'm not a fan of Star Wars, but I just really love that game. I think that's a pretty good Angry Birds game. You know, especially the first game. I don't understand why people say part two was bad. I think part two was pretty good. Was pretty decent, dude. It was pretty good. Because I liked the fact that you had like because you know how you can choose like in the because I remember in that game you can choose like which either side of the characters you want to play as, like either as the birds or like the pig or just the pigs. I think that was pretty cool, man. That they had that in Angry Birds Star Wars 2. And some people might not, and some people might hate that game, and which is fine because if they hate it, then they hate it, because Angry Birds Star Wars, just only had two games, just part one and two. But yeah, Angry Birds Star Wars to me was pretty good in my opinion. And then you had and then my fourth favorite is Angry Birds Go. I think Angry Birds Go, that's a pretty good game. It's basically a racing game where you can pick from any type of racer, from like the birds to like the pigs and so on. But now and I remember my nephew playing that game like a long time ago, like when he had it on his tablet, the iOS, man. I used to watch him play that all the time, dude. I just miss those days, man. Man, that was back when the Angry Birds franchise was still good, man. Angry Birds Go, man. And then you had like what's that one? Angry Birds Space. You had so many because there were so many good ones that I really loved. But Angry Birds Space, Star Wars, Angry Birds Seasons, Angry Birds Go. But the one that I didn't like was Angry Birds 2, because I feel like Angry Birds 2 is the worst Angry Birds game in the series. And yes, I have played that one, and it's just really, really bad. Because they took out. I mean, you got that new character, that new bird called Silver, but I think they took out Stella, the pink bird, the one that that shoots the little bubbles, and they took out Stella, and they took out Hal, the boom, Hal, like the boomerang bird, which is really, really disappointing. They took out Hal, they took out Stella, they took out who's that big orange bird that blows up like a balloon, that I forgot what I forgot what his name is, dude. But I think Matilda is still there. She's on there. You know, you got all like the classic characters. You know, like the Blues. You know, Chuck. You know, Chuck is still there. You know, and of course Red. But I feel like that game is not balanced enough as it was like with the previous ones. But yeah, you know, rip Angry Birds, dude. Because the series is not good no more because of Angry Birds 2. But but yeah, but I just miss playing Angry Birds, and I'm also really sad that Google took they took most of them off their Play Store, which I'm really disappointed about. But I understand that the game is no longer supported, dude. The game, but just leave it. But just leave it there for people who still want to play the classic, dude. Like, and and that's the thing. They took it off and just left Angry Birds 2 and like most of the other like crappy ones on there, dude. You know, like Angry Birds Transformers, Angry Birds like 2 and so on, and like what is that, like the Angry Birds Bubble Pop game, whatever that one is. I don't know. But yeah, like, how do y'all feel about the Angry Birds franchise, man? Do y'all think, um, do y'all think like the series is dead or no? I want to hear y'all thoughts like in the comments. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me in this video. So hope you guys, enjoyed the video, and I'll catch y'all in the next one, and I'll see y'all soon, and I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. This is Darian Johnson signing off, and y'all have a good evening, people. Peace, and have a blessed one.